Good morning, everybody. This is yeah. This is December 3rd, 2023. We are still remodeling. Mm. And looks like this is going to take a bit of time. There is a lot that needs to be taken into account as we move forward. So, for a time being, our release of videos may be sporadic as we navigate our direction. At this point, I have, excuse me, at this point, I have been successful at obtaining the goal I made when I was 5. So, goal obtained. Now I have to take a look at the flow of my life at the present moment. And the decide on the remaining course of my life. December 17th, I will be 57 years old, and it will be a most spectacular birthday for me. Not just because I accomplished what I set out to accomplish when I was 5. Before all of the things I have accomplished over the course of my life, for everything I have overcome, everything that has shaped the person I am today. And of course, because my birthday is in December, that allows me contemplation on the coming year. making new goals to obtain. And this is a relatively new concept for me. It's new in the manner that I never consciously thought about the future. In the back of my mind, in the subconscious, yes, I'd always been thinking about the future. Every move, every decision I made in my life or the course of my life was to bring me closer to accomplishing the goal I had set for myself when I was 5. But I never consciously planned for a future. I always lived in the moment. I always lived day to day. And while that has served me well, because I have the ability to think quicker than the average person. So I knew rather quickly the outcome of my actions. And that's how I navigated my life up until this point. So one of the goals for 2024 is take a step back and put more thought into what I want my future to be. I will always live day to day, one day at a time. I will always live that way. It has served me well, as I said. It hasn't been at the source of any pain. And it's given me the flexibility to adjust and move as necessary as life unfolds. So I'm not going to completely let that go. However, I do now see a need to balance living day to day, making quick decisions based on how things are unfolding that day, and taking time to contemplate the future and plan for future, because one thing that have learned, and that has been cemented in my thought, is that I may not know how many tomorrows I have, but I need to make sure that my tomorrows are the best that they can be. And the only way to ensure that my tomorrows can be the best they can be is if I make plans today for tomorrow. And that is what we all need in our life. We don't know how many tomorrows we have. However, what we do today will determine how good our tomorrow is. So if we make plans today to make tomorrow the best it can be, if we wake up and see tomorrow and we follow that plan, then our tomorrow will always be the best it can be. And I do know that in 2024, I am going to develop a more regular pattern of releasing videos. And these videos are going to be based around the ideal of how to make our tomorrow better by planning today, by planning in the here and now. So if we make plans for tomorrow and tomorrow comes, it will be the best that it can be. If we don't see tomorrow, nothing lost, but everything gained. And I'll explain that ideal of nothing lost, but everything gained later on down the road. And therefore, we can be the best that we can be. So remember, everything gained, yet nothing lost. And that is just something I just came up with during this podcast. Everything gained, yet nothing lost. And I will go into that further in the next video, in the next podcast that I do. That will be the title of the next podcast. Everything gained, yet nothing lost. And I will explain in the future the next video, the next podcast that I release, I will explain what everything gained, yet nothing lost means. I will explain how you can achieve that because in 52 years, I have gained everything, yet I've lost nothing. And as my story starts to unfold, it may seem that I have lost a lot in my lifetime, but I haven't. I have gained everything. And in the next video, I will explain what everything gained, yet nothing lost. I'll go into it deeply, and it might be an hour, might be a 2 hour podcast. I don't know how long it's going to take to be able to fully explain this so that y'all can fully understand this and grasp it and infuse it into whom you are. And yes, that is another subject I am going to address in 2024. There are very few people that know a whole lot about me. And those very few people are still learning about me and the road that I've traveled, the path that I have had. And I'm going to bring that out more beginning in 2024. And I'm going to do it in a way that is more of a teaching tool. And I think it is necessary. I didn't just wake up one day and say, I accomplished what I set out to accomplish when I was 5. No, I arrived at my accomplishment because of my past and future podcasts. I will be using my past to teach people how to accomplish the very best that they can be. And that's what I have done. It has taken me 52 years to accomplish my goal. It's taken me 56 years to accomplish being the very best that I can be. And the growing process is not over. And I will talk about the future episodes. I will talk about the specific goal I had set for myself when I was 5 and the accomplishment of that goal. And I will also talk about everything I have been through to accomplish the very best of who I can be. And I will talk about how to continue to be the very best you can be, because you never stop accomplishing the very best you that you can be until you take your final breath. If you get to some point in your life where you say, okay, I have accomplished the very best that I can be and I can be no more, then you don't ever get better. You stay in place. To accomplish everything gained, yet nothing lost, you have to be better today than you were yesterday, and better tomorrow than you were today, than you are today. So you be better today than you were yesterday, and you be better tomorrow than you are today. And we will together accomplish that. Come and join us. Come and join me and walk the wicked path. That is what the wicked path is. And I will go more into that in future episodes. So, peace, love, and rock and roll, y'all.